Let me give you some subject-verb agreement tips. The big rule is called the big rule because it doesn't change at all. A singular subject will always take a singular verb, while a plural subject will always take a plural verb. But as we form longer and more complex sentences, the challenge of finding the real subject becomes an issue. This is why we often make mistakes. This is also why I kept emphasizing sentence patterns in the earlier lessons, because once you get comfortable identifying the parts of a sentence, you won't easily get confused by complex sentences. Here are different scenarios that we should watch out for. Tip number 1. Do not trust prepositional phrases. As you know, a noun or pronoun can be the object of a preposition. This object is often confused as the subject of a sentence. Let us analyze this sentence here. A group of students enters the room. Remember our 3 easy steps? Identify your subject, identify your verb, and check if they match in plurality. A group of students enters the room. Okay, the first thing to do is identify the subject. Did you think the subject was students? Students is plural and the verb enters is singular. That will make the sentence incorrect. A group of students enters the room. A group is actually the subject here. Enters is a transitive verb, and what do they enter? The room, which is a direct object. There's a prepositional phrase here of students. The preposition is of, and the object of the preposition is students. This prepositional phrase of students adds detail to the subject, a group. See how it can be confusing? It is easy to mistake the object of preposition as the subject. And since students is plural, we will think that the verb must also be in plural form, which is enter. That will make the entire sentence grammatically incorrect. A group of students enter the room is wrong. Identifying the wrong subject can affect the subject-verb agreement, so be careful of prepositional phrases in sentences. The object of the preposition is not the subject. Let's look at more examples. The apples in that bowl are gifts. The apples is a subject, are is a linking verb, gifts is a predicate noun. There are 2 prepositional phrases in this sentence, in that bowl and from our friendly neighbor. If we just say the apples are gifts, that's already the complete sentence, which has the same idea as this sentence. But these 2 prepositional phrases just add detail. In that bowl adds details to apples, and from our friendly neighbor adds details to gifts. That bouquet of flowers smells good. Why don't you try identifying the sentence structure here? I'll give you a couple of seconds. Do you know what the subject is? That bouquet is the subject. Smells is a linking verb, and good is the predicate adjective. There's a prepositional phrase here of colorful flowers. So if we say that bouquet smells good, it's still the same sentence. Of colorful flowers just adds detail. Another one here, John, along with his cousins, is going to the concert. Which one's the subject here? John or cousins? The correct answer is John. Is going is the intransitive verb, and to the concert is another prepositional phrase. So there are 2 prepositional phrases here again. Along with his cousins adds detail to John, and to the concert just adds detail to going. The second tip is if 2 or more subjects are connected by and, use a plural verb. That book and that pen belong to him. Anna and John are going to the movie. But be careful with compound nouns because they are really singular even though they sound plural. Some examples of compound nouns: bed and breakfast, hit and run, peanut butter and jelly. This bed and breakfast is so cheap. Hit and run is a crime. Peanut butter and jelly is my favorite sandwich. Compound nouns are considered as one word and therefore refer to one subject. They just have long names joined by end. Tip number 3. For subjects connected by or, either/or, neither/or, follow the form of the noun or pronoun closest to the verb. Neither Anna nor John knows how to drive. Either you or your parents have to attend. In the first example, we're using the singular form, knows, because the closest noun is John. In the second example, we're using the plural form of the verb, which is have, because the closest noun is parents. Tip number 4. Distance, time, and money are singular if considered as a unit. 1,000 pesos for a shirt is too expensive. 5 hours of waiting is a long time. 10 kilometers of walking is too far. Tip number 5. Sentences beginning with here and there are tricky sentences. Here and there are usually adverbs, but if you use them at the beginning of a sentence, they become expletives. And expletives are words that do not add any structural meaning to a sentence. Some examples: there are jobs available online. There is a book on the table. Here are the requirements for the course. Here is my gift for your birthday. You might think that the subjects in these sentences are here or there, but no, these sentences do not follow the common subject plus verb pattern. In this structure, the verbs come before the real subjects, so be very careful of these types of sentences. To best show you the real subjects, let's rewrite them to follow the subject-verb pattern. These jobs are available online. If we rewrite that, that's going to be jobs are available online. Now we can easily see the real subject, which is jobs and not there. There is a book on the table. A book is on the table. Here are the requirements for the course. If we rewrite that, the requirements for the course are here. Take note, we're ignoring here and there and finding the correct subject by rewriting the sentence. Here is my gift for your birthday. Rewritten, my gift for your birthday is here. Therefore, for sentences that start with here or there, follow the form of the real subject. Let's look at our examples again. There are jobs available online. There is a book on the table. Here are the requirements for the course. Here is my gift for your birthday. Let's look at our examples again. There are jobs available online. We've underlined the real subject here. Jobs. There's a book on the table. Underline the real subject, a book. Here are the requirements for the course. The requirements is the real subject. Here is my gift for your birthday. And the real subject is my gift. So the verb is following the form of the real subject. Jobs is plural, are is plural. A book is singular, is singular. The requirements is plural, are is plural. My gift is singular, is singular. Now that you know the big rule in subject-verb agreement, as well as the tricky scenarios that you must watch out for, practice what you just learned by answering the exercises that follow this video.